Welcome to Rubens Nest, uniquely yours, a show designed for the plus-size community. We have a great show lined up. Today, we'll be focusing on dreams of being in the entertainment industry and asking the question, do you have big dreams of being on screen or on stage? Are you pursuing them, or are there things holding you back? Does size matter? Plus, the ladies will be chatting with our guests, Belinda Skinner and Micayla Ette, about their dreams and the journey to make it in the industry. Let's get the show started. Here are the ladies of the nest, Cydia, Sandra, Shavandalin, and Tamia.
Welcome to Rubens Nest. It's so good to have you back again with us. I'd like to introduce my co-hosts today. To my left, I have Sandra. We have Tamia, and they were both with me last time. And you notice in the announcement, we have a host that you've not seen, and that's Shavandalin. And unfortunately, Shavandalin, again, isn't going to be with us, but she's coming. And in her place today, we have a special guest, Belinda Skinner.
How y'all doing? Thank you.
Awesome to have you here. So we're really excited that you're here with us, on the show, and we're going to be, talking about a lot of fun stuff. How's everybody been?
Awesome.
Good. Everybody good?
Wonderful.
Everybody
Yes.
doing good?
Wonderful.
Misbehaving as always. I know. I tell you. I know you've had your hands full with grandbabies.
Lord,
Yeah.
yeah.
You with school. How's
Yes.
that doing good?
Absolutely wonderful. Actually doing good. Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. And Belinda, what about you, girl?
Production work. A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Real
Okay.
exciting.
Good. Well, I want to hear about that.
Okay.
And I've been doing my thing, trying to get back into the swing. Actually started going to the gym.
All right.
Yeah.
Got to keep all of this in check, But I had a little slow back because aches and pains.
Of course.
And that's the flip side.
Yes.
You want to keep it together.
Unfortunately, that comes with the territory.
I know.
Yeah. Yes.
And then you get out there
They say
and
no pain, no gain.
no pain, no gain.
Yeah.
That's right. So anyway, so today what we're going to talk about is the entertainment industry, and in particular how it relates to the plus size community. Okay, there are a lot of. I want to say there have always been a lot of plus size people out there.
Yeah.
But it seems like maybe in recent years that you're starting to see them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I went to see the movie The Greatest Showman not too long ago. And there's a song in there called This Is Me,
Yes.
sung by Micayla. And that song was amazing.
This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets against my skin. But fire away. 'Cause today I won't let this shit sink in. We are bursting through the barricades, reaching for the sun. We are warriors. Yeah, that's what we become. I won't let them break me down. I know that there's a place for us.
Okay. When I heard this song, I wanted to jump up out of my seat
Yes.
and go, yes! Yes! This song, the words are just, it touched me in a really mighty way. They're super empowering. It speaks of so much truth, and it's inspiring as well. I don't know if you all had an opportunity to see the movie yet?
No, I haven't.
You've got to go. You have got to go. And if you haven't gone, you at least have to, really listen to this entire song. There's this part, the part in there where it said, "We are warriors, we're glorious." It just spoke to me in a mighty way. And of course, the whole idea of it is because, Micayla's character is the bearded fat lady. Mm-hmm. And back in the day, The bearded part, yeah, that I would say
Right.
that's a curiosity. But why, is a fat lady a curiosity? And that's the way it kind of was like in circus and stuff.
Part
and
of the freak show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
part of the freak
exactly.
show, exact. And going forward, it seems that in the entertainment industry, every time they'd look at a big person, it was as a second banana, as a sidekick.
R&B part.
Yeah, nobody ever got a chance to just be the star.
Right.
You know,
Oh, no.
so that kind of really, like I said, that got me going. I've made that song my anthem. That's my personal anthem now. I walked out of the theater singing it, and I'm sure a lot of people thought I'd lost my mind. I've seen it 4 times. I'm ready to go see it again.
Okay.
It was so good. But, I got to thinking and saying, you know what? What about the entertainment industry today? Do you think that there's been a shift of late in the perception of, how Hollywood views plus size, actors?
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can name a few that are suddenly, Melissa McCarthy, Chrissy Metz is huge. The guy who plays her husband, who his name escapes me. We've got John Goodman back. Roseanne is back.
Yes.
Olivia
A
Spencer.
lot.
Olivia Spencer.
Gabby
A lot of
Sidibe.
Gabby Sidibe. You see a lot in commercials.
Yeah.
There are so many now, more
Can't
and
forget
more.
Queen
And Queen.
Yes.
Oh, well, Queen, When I write the story of my life, she's going to play me.
Okay, no. Isn't that mad?
Yeah. So it's kind of been, you see all of them out there in music. You've got Jill Scott, and Jill Scott crossed over from music to acting.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of that. So what about those stars, though, that you see who are making it, either getting their own shows, doing their thing, but are now losing weight or undergoing, weight loss surgery. Do you feel that in a way that's kind of like a cop out, or are they, giving into what Hollywood normally puts out there?
No, I don't think
What do
so.
you think?
I think for some of them, it's about health. It's about feeling better about how they look and how they feel inside, whether it's their knees are giving them a problem, their back is giving them a problem. When you carry a certain amount of weight, you have issues. So, and I think it's about the health and nothing more. Because I don't think they're all losing this weight because I want to be skinny mini. No, I don't think that's the issue at all.
I think a lot of it's affordability too.
Yeah.
You've now made it. You've got money.
So you
Yeah,
can do these
you can
things.
do
Yes.
it.
To buy what you
The
need,
personal
to get it
trainer,
cooked,
the
to
foods,
do what you
personal
need to
chef.
do. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, that's good. I like that. I like what you're saying, because I kind of agree with it. And then there's some of them, though, I kind of have a feeling, and it's not the big ones. It's some of the minor ones that always end up going into their, what's the best way of putting it? I think they kind of want to be different because they're not comfortable
within
Right.
themselves.
within
And
themselves.
that's the problem. That's
Yeah.
where the problem starts. If you're not comfortable with who you are,
Yeah. That's the bottom
they
line there.
search out to be somebody else. Oh, I love the way they handle it. I want to be that person.
Right.
To
Right.
make themselves feel better. Until you're comfortable within, you're always going to be miserable.
Always
Right.
searching for something different and new.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I agree. So, that said, we've got the question of the day.
Whoop, whoop. So we all have big dreams. Some big, some small, right? I think I remember as being a kid, I think we all danced in front of the mirror wanting to be the actress or the singer or, So it's really what happened to that dream. So the question of the day is, have you ever wanted to be on stage or on screen but thought it would never happen, and why? And the second part to the question is, and do you think there's size discrimination in the industry? That's a big one.
Yeah. That is a big one.
And so normally we have Jasmine go out onto the street and talk to people and get the public's view on the question. But this time she's questioning the guests, and we will watch them on video and see what they had to say about this. Her first guest is Belinda Skinner. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
So we'll watch the clip and listen to Belinda.
Hi everybody, Jasmine Henderson here with The Man on the Street, but this time we are taking it exclusively to the people in the industry. And today we have the beautiful Belinda Skinner with us.
Hey y'all, what's up?
And we're going to be asking her questions, as well as stay tuned because we will be asking fellow people in the industry this same question, because it all starts somewhere, right?
Absolutely.
And the main question, two-part question today, and the first one is, did you have dreams to be in the industry, entertainment industry, whether that was singing, dancing, the whole 9 yards, acting? And if you did you think that they were possible?
Yes, I've always had dreams of being a singer,
Okay.
pretty much all my life. And as the years went on, certain things happen, and you get to see, as you get into the business,
Yeah.
you see the real deal. Because, when you're on the outside and you're looking in, you just see how wonderful and beautiful it is, and go, oh, I have to do that because I want all that.
Yeah.
Until you get inside and you go, oh, really? So this is what's going on. And you have to be, when I came up, you had to look a certain way. Your hair had to be a certain way.
Got it.
It was everything had to be in check. And if you were just a little bit out of step with that, they would kick you to the curb. And then you would become, oh, you're good enough to be a background singer.
Got it.
So as you get going, you learn these things. You go, okay, so this is how you're going to play the game. So what I did for many years, I did do background.
Yeah.
I traveled the world. I met some incredible people.
Yeah.
And so I stuck it out for a while to the point where I said, no more of this. I'm not doing this anymore. I need to do me.
Yeah.
And if they don't like it, I really don't care. If they do, that's great. So I did do that. And we got some really good response to the album that we put out, JP and Miss B, Blues
Awesome.
and Beyond.
Yes.
So we got really great response with that. And then after that, I decided to not do music.
Okay.
I just stopped. I said,
Wow.
okay. Because I was giving, and not being paid my worth.
Yes.
So I was like, no, I'm not doing this. So I stepped out of it and got into the corporate world for a while, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Made some money, and then after about 7 years, it clicked in again. I go, I have to get back at this again. So I did. JP and I got back at it again, and then I got behind the camera. And then my partner and I, Bonnie Barton, we did a documentary called Savage Lands, which has to do with our soldiers, what happens to them when they come back to the States, how they're being taken care of or not being taken care of, and how they're being treated. So we've been asked to be a part of Tribeca, Sundance, and there's another one, I can't remember the name of it, but a couple of festivals have asked us to participate in the festival. So
amazing.
We're excited about that. I mean, there's a lot of great things happening. Am I continuing on with music? Yes, that's kicking in again.
Right? Yeah. Like, I'm getting another second win, a third win, if you will.
Third, fourth win.
But
So
I think that's so great, and what I appreciate about what you're sharing is, like you said, yes, I did have dreams, and this is how I went from, this is how I shifted again. And to your story, and that's kind of the second part of the question is, do you think that there is size discrimination in the industry? But it also sounds like maybe not so much shape, but also maybe some other ideas. But I really would like to focus on, like, with your shape and with your body figure, because that's what we're mainly talking about with this show. Is how did you feel, like, especially maybe as you grew, because it sounds like you grew with the industry. Maybe did you have an initial reaction when you first got in, and their reaction with your figure, and how has that progressed through the years?
I think I know when I first got started, I was not the full figured woman.
Okay.
I was I was the normal size, so to speak, but not the size that they were looking at. Even at my best, at 130, click, click, click.
Yeah,
I was still not that girl because of my skin tone.
Got it.
That was the huge thing for me. That's where I caught hell.
Yeah,
it's like I was too dark for what they thought should be
in
a
front.
lead
person
up
wow.
front. Oh
yeah.
I got that a lot.
Okay. And then how how did that, and that's so, it sounds like so crazy to me, because like, I've been there where you like, okay, click, 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 but am I happy with this? Is this where this is going? So now that you're kind of getting into the industry in another way, how do you feel now? Like, do you feel like there's a greater acceptance now?
Yes. I think the women's movement is everything that has happened so far. Is all these doors are opening, and these men are finally opening their eyes and paying attention. Mostly because they have to now, not because they really want to.
Yeah.
They don't really want to, but they have to.
Yeah.
Because women are finally standing up and saying, "Okay, enough of this.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to be your little go get my coffee. Let me fix your dinner. I mean, which is fine. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
If that's your
But if that's your
fine,
thing, there's nothing wrong with that. But we deserve and should have everything that you have and be able to do everything that you do, because sometimes we do it better than you. Don't get mad. But sometimes we do.
Yeah.
So I think the opportunity for women today, even plus size, I think it's, these people are finally realizing that, you know, you can't get past this. You know,
Yeah.
we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I might lose 10 pounds here and there, but, you know, I'm still going to be here. This is still going to be it.
Yeah.
So either, you know, like I said, deal with it or don't, you
Yeah.
know, but I'm cool. I'm cool with it.
Well, and it sounds like, and I love the way that you share, like you said, how things are kind of moving in that direction where it's like, it's in a demand for it, right? And
absolutely.
so, do you feel, and this is kind of like, last follow-up question with this, do you feel like women are opening the doors for women and taking upon themselves, or what is the demand then for?
Yes,
for
I
men?
think so, because there was a time, and I mean, music industry and film industry, where there were certain women in those positions did not want another woman or other women in to get into the mix, because that would step on what they have set up. But now the move is open it up.
Yeah.
Because we're coming. We're getting in one way or the other.
Yeah.
We're coming.
Yes, and there's plenty to go around.
There's so much.
Plenty to go
Especially
around.
in the music and film industry.
Yes.
These are two of the most wealthiest you know, things ever out there, and everybody's like nickel and diming you. It's like, come on, you're making billions. You won't give me $5.
Right? Yeah.
That ain't happening
Get
anymore.
this in perspective.
Oh,
I love it. Well, I wanna save some for the full interview, but I love it. Thank you for giving us a taste of you. I mean, come on, guys. All right, Belinda Skinner. Lots more to say on this subject, I am sure. And for those of you who are thinking about being in the entertainment industry, do not miss this episode, because we will have this lovely just woman with depths of knowledge. I just feel like you have seasons of knowledge. That I think is going to be so helpful for any of you out there that are thinking of being in modeling or singing, dancing, entertainment. We need your body types and we need your gifts. So stay tuned, but that's Staffan Henderson with Belinda Skinner on Man on the Street.
Rubens Nest. With us, as we said, sitting in the co-host chair with us is Belinda Skinner. Belinda and I met through an alumni organization. She and I traveled with a group of young people who were out to change the world, change thought processes, you know. I know, that's what they told us. Well, at least when I started out on the road, that was the intent. Up with people. And, you know, we've got, I think, 22,000 alumni around the world or something now, something like that. Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah. And the song, you know, Up with People, there's a line and it says, you meet them wherever you go. And so we keep bumping into each other wherever we go.
That's true.
Yeah, it is. It's really true. And so we bumped in because Belinda traveled after I did, you know, and, you know, each experience is different, of course. But we met because we did a benefit performance locally for Up With People. And I've gotten to know Belinda, and she is like awesome. Just great dreams. I got an opportunity to see her, you know, perform with Up With People and doing our stuff. But then Belinda was singing on a regular basis. So I got a chance to go to her show, blew me away. This woman, I mean, singing up with people's songs was one thing, but when she sang, she just sang. I mean, she was amazing. It was a great show.
Yeah, keep going.
And keep it coming. She's paying me under the table. No, it's serious. Yeah,
Girl, go.
and recently she's added acting to it, and we had a chance to go see her recently in the Crucible, and she played Tituba, and again blew me away. Did a fabulous job, and so she is now also working behind the scenes and doing production. So it's really great to have you with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, share with us. Yeah, it's really, really good. So we have some questions that we want to kind of throw out at you. So you just, let us know, your thoughts. And if you want to plead the fifth, that's okay too.
I've done that many times.
So with the question, I mean, we saw your video and you made some really interesting points because you weren't always, fuller figure. You were thin, but there was discrimination still.
Oh, absolutely.
And you were relegated to the back instead of being up to the forefront, because of your color, which that in and of itself is pretty bad news, period.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you think it's going to take for Hollywood or the entertainment industry in general to completely change its perception of, the plus size community, just removing the discrimination, whether it is plus size, whether it is color? What do you think?
Probably kill all the skinny people, Micayla, remove them from the mix. See what I'm saying? Take over. It's time to rebel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, to be honest, I'm really not sure what it's going to take. I just think women of color, of being full figured, just have to take a step forward and take control of it themselves. Mm-hmm. Because no one is going to bring it to you at this stage of the game, because we have been, over the years, they've convinced us through media marketing that this is the look.
Yeah.
This is what sells, period. And which is, we all know that's not true.
Yeah.
Right.
We know that's not true.
Yeah.
Right.
But this is what they've been selling this for years, over and over again. This is the look, this is the size, this is the sound. So in order for it to change, me, you have to step forward and say, enough.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
This is what we're going to do, and you will see us.
Yes.
You're going to see us whether you like it or not. And this
Right.
is what's going to happen. This is what's happening right now.
Yeah.
So we have to take the bull by the horn and make it happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, as women. Absolutely.
As women.
As women,
And as
absolutely.
we all,
That's enough.
women seriously rule the world, whether people want to believe it or not.
It's a truth. It is.
Come on.
It is. It really is. Yeah.
Go ahead. We keep this
Yeah.
minute. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. You know, I will
Yeah.
plead the fifth later.
Well,
There you go.
I love the thing in My Big Fat Greek Wedding. I think when she said, "Well, he can be the head, but I'm the neck."
I'm the
Okay,
neck.
turn
There
the
you go,
head
turn it.
anyway.
That's right.
There
Come
you
on.
go.
And that's real.
It is real. It's very
That
real.
is true.
Yeah.
We're going to have some folks calling in
So it's
about this
interesting
one.
why we've sat, in the background for so long.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, we can turn the head, but yet we don't take pride in ourselves and step out
Exactly.
and say, you know what,
Yeah. Yeah.
I am.
Exactly.
I just am.
And that's
Exactly.
just it,
And that
because
doesn't
people
mean
look at you and say, well, no, beautiful face.
Yeah.
Right?
Really.
A
Yeah.
great
Beautiful
personality.
big girl.
Great, oh, God.
Beautiful
Every time
dark
you remember,
girl.
you
Great
just
sense of
laugh.
humor. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Excuse me. But that's real. That's realness, right?
Exactly.
there. So
Exactly.
we have to take it to the forefront and say, hey, this is it.
Yeah.
You know?
No more.
No more. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
It's just real.
As a musician, have you found that the dynamics for acceptance are different for singer musicians versus, actors?
Oh, I think it's way different. Singing is, even though it has its issues, a full-figured woman is more readily accepted than in the movie industry. You can be as big as you want to in the music side
Yeah.
and get over, and people
Yeah.
are going to love you. Etta James example.
Yes.
Just using her.
Yeah.
Adele. I mean,
Yes.
singing. It's a whole different ball game because you're delivering something different. You're delivering words. You're running across the stage. You're doing you, and people are like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" That they're looking at all that excitement and listening to the lyrics. You know, so it's a whole different beast. But you still get pigeonholed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's really, really annoying to me.
Yeah, of course it is.
It's really annoying to me because it shouldn't be different.
No.
You know, you're still, when you get up on a stage to act or on the big screen, whatever, you're giving yourself to your audience,
Yes.
Yes.
whether it's live or not. And so, you know, I should be accepted for that. I should be able to be seen, you know, as a fantastic performer, no matter what my size.
It should be.
It should be, but it isn't, you know?
Think about all the
This
years.
is me, like the song.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
This is me.
This is me, you know? So it just really, it's an annoying thing. And I don't know what we're going to do to change it. I know that in recent years, there's been like a groundswell of folks who have suddenly, you know, like we mentioned before, who are suddenly out in the forefront and suddenly being seen, and people are, you know, a little more accepting of them. Women more so, you know, that acceptance is coming. Men always seem to be accepted no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, in a way.
I watched commercials, and it hit me. Where the woman is always, you know, thin and put together, and the guy looks like a bum.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, why can't I see Brad Pitt vacuuming? You know what I mean? It's like, why? What does that mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
But why? You know, he's always slightly balding. You know, gruff. He hasn't really groomed himself totally, and he walks in his slippers and
Yeah.
disgusting robe, and we're supposed to swoon somehow and think,
And that's okay.
just awesome.
Yeah, that's okay.
But
Yeah.
she's the one, you know, that has all the kids, taking care of all the kids, and but yet she's totally put together.
Yeah, gorgeous
Yeah.
and yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, and it's just kind of, you know, it's like there've been a lot of men out there who were like, as actors, who have always been big, the Jackie Gleasons back in the day,
absolutely.
you know, and many of them, you know, Alfred Hitchcock, you know, off screen, you know, behind the scenes, you know, Kevin James, you know,
Absolutely.
you know, Sinbad. There are a lot of them out there, you know, and then of course you have those like Luther Vandross, you know, who I think in his quest to try, I think it was a combination of trying to give that presentation out there of, you know, good looking.
Had he stayed fat, he stayed
He'd
here.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Yeah.
He kept up and down like a yo-yo, trying to appeal to that Hollywood look. And the man is now dead. The voice is gone.
But there's pressure that comes from Hollywood.
There is
to be
pressure.
to be that
Major pressure. Just like
120
Wendy
pounds.
Williams.
Yes.
She passed out.
5'8" girl. You know, I mean, that's just not
No.
healthy. It's not healthy.
I mean, Wendy is this toothpick thin. She still had to lose 20 pounds. That's why
Exactly.
she kept passing out on her shows. I don't know if you watched it.
Yeah.
But she kept passing out because she was taking these diet pills, trying to get these.
Wow.
Because it was in her contract. If they said you needed to lose those 20 pounds, you have to lose that weight or you lose the show.
Flight attendant, same
It's
thing.
like, dude,
Yeah, 10 pounds over, they weigh them before
Yep.
they go on the plane.
they don't weigh them anymore.
No, not anymore.
No, I know they've
They
actually.
can't do it anymore.
No.
Used to be back.
Used to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah, back in the day, yeah. But I know they've
I
changed.
decided not to be a flight attendant.
You know, isn't that funny? That was my dream.
No.
I wanted to be a flight
Remember when
attendant.
Pan Am was in?
Yes.
So they actually asked me to, they wanted me to become one because I was helping this lady and they loved how I dealt with her. I was like, well, I don't want to throw it up on me.
Right.
She said it needs to be. That's what this was all about. I don't want to do it for a living, but I took him up on the trip. But then they were saying, okay, the weight fluctuates. Well, you know, you'll have to lose weight and you'll have to do all that. I'm like, okay, Thanks
Yeah.
for the trip.
Yeah.
Because I knew.
That.
How you doing? This is me. Like, where's my sandwich?
Yeah, I wanted to be a flight attendant, but I knew that my body wasn't, going to be accepted. So I put that dream aside and
Yeah.
went on to other things.
That wasn't even my
Carrots and celery
dream.
all
Yeah, exactly. And there's like no way,
That wasn't-
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
that
I
was-
like to eat too much.
But that was not my dream. It was just that the flight attendants saw me doing that, and they go,
Yeah.
"Oh, you'd be
Oh,
great."
Well, you probably would be
And I'm
wonderful
like
at
looking
it,
at her.
but
She goes, we're gonna set up
Yeah.
so you can go to where do we go? I think it was Atlanta because wherever they were stationed at the time. I'm like, okay, cool, free trip. That's
Yeah.
all I was thinking about.
Right,
Yeah. Got there, went through the classes, talked to the people, and then they got on the weight thing.
Yeah.
There was one other thing too. It was all about, how to deal with the passengers and stuff. I'm like, well, first of all, some of the stuff I've seen, we be fighting on this plane.
I do.
I'd be like, you got one more word to say to me. That's what that would be.
Exactly. Hello, I know. And we'd be out.
For real.
Yeah, that would be a wrap.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm kind of like that. That's how I feel about certain positions, including like the weight industry. I know that's not for me. It would be a wrap after my first hour.
Right.
So anyway,
Absolutely.
so it's awesome. So we got a lot of work to do, and you're right. We do have to.
Oh, absolutely.
We do have to take it back, and we do have to. We have to get out there and let people understand, and if people have dreams, they've got to go for it,
Yeah, exactly.
and just don't let anything hold them back.
Do it
So
afraid.
yeah.
Okay, so Belinda, we've enjoyed you, absolutely enjoyed you. So thank you for being with us here today. So come back again.
Absolutely.
Please do. So before we meet our next guest, we're just wanting to remind our viewers to check us out on Facebook and like our page and comment and leave any type of post or tips or questions that you would have for us. You can contact us on Instagram. We'd love to hear from you. Please send questions and topics that you'd like to talk about. And if you want to appear on a show, please send us an email and share your story. You can email us at info@rubensnest.com. Again, that's email us at info@rubensnest.com. And we're going to join Jasmine with some other chats, and we'll talk about our next guest coming up.
Hi everybody, Jasmine Henderson here with the question of the day with Micayla, the beautiful, the powerful, and sensational Micayla. And we have a couple questions that we've been asking our guests that are going to be coming on. And today is a two-parter question. So the first question is, did you ever grow up wanting to be on stage or on the screen, but never thought it would happen? And why or why not?
I always grew up knowing I was going to do this, but I did have my own self-doubts, but I kind of had the most amazing mentors and teachers that saw way beyond my color, my size, and they are the ones that actually empowered me to say, yeah, you can play this role. And so since I was little, I've been in theater and music, and they were the ones who were like, that's not right. So important to have people like that speak into your life, and had they not, I might not be here. Who knows?
Right? Yeah, I totally can see that, especially since, there are definitely some people who from the jump, they're like, oh, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do it. And then it takes them a lifetime just to
Yeah.
get there. But to have that from the start,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
There, even my theater teacher, there was this role. It's Pippin. I don't know if you know the musical, and it's typically played. The lead is played by a man, and she was like, "This is your role," and I was like, "No, like I don't fit the bill at all. Like my gender's not right, my size is not right. My hair is all crazy, and I'm mixed, and whatever."
Yeah.
But she was like, "This is your role." It went that far to even say, "We're going to even break this gender barrier, and you're going to play the leading player in Pippin," and I did, and it was wonderful.
That's so cool, and I think it's so interesting, especially in such an artistic world and industry, that you can really create anything and kind of change and break barriers. So that leads me to my second question, the two-parter, is do you feel like there is size discrimination? Because it's so interesting to hear that, you're breaking this, and that, and you can imagine things in different ways. But then what's really the reality, do you think?
So for me, in my experience, especially living here in LA now for 6 years, there's not as much a barrier in theater, in my opinion. In film, commercials, music, it's a hugely different thing. I mean, it's vastly different. And I think that there's very much discrimination against, size for sure. I mean, I think we know that. People like Chrissy Metz, though, are breaking that barrier and saying, this is not, this is us. And she's saying, look, this is real life people. And she's putting herself out there, and people like me doing, movies about the truth. I think it's so important because we have been silenced for so long. Like, people don't want to see us for some reason, but we're awesome and we're amazing, and we have so much to say, and we're very, very wonderful people. And there's so much more to us than our size. And so I think breaking that barrier is so important. And sometimes if people don't give you opportunities, you get to make your own. And that's what our movie's all about.
Exactly.
Find somebody who believes in you, and the two of you, like me and my best friend, you can make it happen on your own. We were our own yes. So people were like, oh, she's not the right size, she's too big. I've auditioned for everything you can imagine. And they're like, yeah, but your size, And it's been a real thing that people have said to me and also shown me with their eyes. And so I think in the entertainment industry, especially media, anything visual, as far as cameras, I think absolutely. But it's changing. It's changing. I mean, movies like The Greatest Showman.
Yes.
It's just so powerful. So I'm really excited to see who's coming next. Is it you?
Right? And I love that. So that's going to wrap us up for today, because this is so juicy, and I have so many other things I want to talk about and say, and I hope that you guys do too. And again, this is only the beginning, and you guys have to make sure that you check out Micayla. Can you tell people really quickly where they can follow?
Yes, so you can follow me on Instagram at Micayla Deette, Deette. And you can follow my antics there. You can follow our movie that's coming out. It's called Hold On the Movie, at Hold On the Movie on Facebook. And our website is holdonthemovie.com. And it's coming soon.
So we will have more on this discussion in the studio. But like Micayla said, is it you? Are you the next one? What is holding you back? Jasmine Henderson with the question of the day.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Unfortunately, Micayla's not able to be with us here today.
Yes, it is unfortunate. Hopefully another time. So just wanted to do a little bit of a wrap up. On the last show, we talked a lot about self-confidence, building it, becoming a little more empowered within ourselves, loving ourselves first, which sort of led to sometimes you have to be uncomfortable in order to be comfortable in whatever it is you're doing. So after listening to Belinda, and actually Micayla on her clip, their stories really kind of comes back again to being self-confident and being very self-aware. And what is it the kids call it now? Being awakened, and you kind of have to really be that, especially I think in the industry, more so than even in just regular everyday jobs, which is not to put anything down. All jobs are important.
Absolutely.
But when you're on stage, you're in the public eye, you really have to have that sort of, as a superpower.
Right.
Wouldn't you say?
Right.
Because people look up to you, they adhere what you're saying, so definitely you have to be woke.
So young people have dreams that they want to pursue, and we know that there are going to be obstacles that have to be overcome, but you really have to believe in yourself, and you have to stick with it. That's the message that I think we want to really get across.
Absolutely.
It's like, be super confident in you, make that your superpower, stick with it. Don't let anybody tell you can't do something. I think that is the biggest stumbling block out there, is when, friends, family
Yep.
say to you, oh honey, you're not cut out for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
You cannot do that. You have
Too
to
old
encourage.
do that.
Seriously.
Too young to do that.
Yeah, too old, too young, not pretty enough. You have a lovely voice, but you don't have that look.
You don't have the whole package.
Throw that crap out. Don't let people do that to you.
No.
Don't let them, dishearten. Don't let them discourage. Don't let them denigrate you in any way.
All the D's.
All the
Right.
D's. All the D's. Okay? You want them to, if they can't encourage you, then step away
Exactly.
Exactly.
and close your ears off. All right? You believe in you and you get out there. So, Ms. Belinda,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so glad that you were here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
This is awesome. And you've got to come back.
Right?
This is only part one of a topic that still has a lot to be talked about.
Yes, I agree.
So our next show, we're going to continue the topic.
Mm-hmm.
And, please feel free to come back and, sit in on the panel with us. We'd love to have you. We have a gentleman that we'll be bringing on who is a singer, spoken word artist.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll have a young newbie into the industry. She's graduated from the Academy of Acting, which is locally in Hollywood, and wants to be a writer
Nice.
and an actress.
Very good.
So she's just kind of, feeling her way. So we'll get her perspective on it as well. And I think it's going to be good. I think this is going to be a very helpful topic for those of you especially who are looking to be in the entertainment industry and didn't think that you couldn't do it, but you can. In the meantime, don't forget, subscribe, follow, post, email. We're Rubens Nest at Facebook, at Rubens Nest in Instagram. And if you want to email us, it's info@rubensnest.com.
Awesome.
And coming soon, we're going to have a chat feature so you can talk to us while we're live, which will be fun.
Yes.
Okay? So we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you, my ladies.
Thank you.
As always, it's been a fun show. So
Absolutely.
come back. In the meantime, get up, get out, and pursue your dreams.
Do the damn thing.
Do something that is uniquely yours.
Right?
On fire. We'll see ya. On fire. There you go. Rubens